Know the mind, you will be lighter. See, in schools, in colleges, people teach other people about the mind, but nobody talks about knowing the mind and why we have to know the mind. Why to bother? Don't we know a lot of things already? How many things you know? The biggest thing that you know, your name. For you, the biggest thing is your name, because if you forget your name, I don't know if you can survive at all. Because there is no such thing as living without name. For you to talk, survive, live, name is required. This society does not accept nameless people. People should be with names. There is no such thing as nameless person. And if you find one, then that person is the luckiest, the most lucky person on this planet. And I don't think animals have name. They don't even know what they are. But we have given them names for our own sake to understand this so-called world, the earth. The thing is, we don't have to know the mind. It's not required to know the mind, but if you see that we use the mind to know everything, but we never try to know the one thing that is trying to know everything, the mind. The person inside you that you claim to be you, have you ever tried to know that? And I don't think people have. And that's why, if you see that, as I was researching that 3.7% of world population, I mean, it's not accurate, dependent on alcohol to live their life. The reason they live is because alcohol, for them, it's excitement. Some people do drugs, and some people social media. Social media has become new way to deal with self, thoughts, mind, feeling of emptiness, feeling of something missing or boredom, whatever. And we never try to know ourselves. What is this mind? And we are so busy with the damn society life, this bullshit. And we become illusion, the part of illusion. I don't know how many times I was suffering, but I did not know that if I become aware that I am suffering, the suffering will go away. I never questioned, but when I did, I felt so good that there is no one who can suffer. So I became so light, so lighter. I felt this relief, relief like. And you become lighter when you know that this mind that you have, you don't know what it is. You can think about it, from it, and it's a very beautiful thing. This is one of the most interesting thing in life. The only thing, not one of the only interesting thing. It doesn't end. To worry or to think about something that you can never find the answer. We are deprogramming the self, the person inside. And we don't deprogram, we just see it. And you start to see like there's a natural intelligence in you that is taking care of everything. You no longer have to worry too much about small things, about random things happening in your life. Something take place. But the problem is if you put condition on this feeling that is always there, then you may waste so much time in the randomness of feelings. You can choose to feel in this way. You can choose to feel light, not because you are choosing, but it is what is there as it is. So once we know that, what is this mind? I don't know. See, what is it? All we know is about the mind, and the questions we ask come from it, the answers we give come from it, and there is no other way to live life through the mind. So anything you think, anything is thinking. Either you think you are stuck, you are stuck. You think you are in prison, you are in prison. You think life is prison, it's prison. So it's like we are left with, I don't know what. It's a great feeling that very less people talk about. Usually, feelings you get from achievements do not last. Feeling you get from people do not last. Feelings from relationship, feelings from this world, superficial feeling, a very artificial feelings, or it's not even feeling that I'm talking about right now. This is not a feeling. It's something beyond. And you may try to understand it, and that's the problem because it doesn't require understanding. It is just here with you naturally. What we do is we try to unplug ourself from the mind, and that self is also from the mind. But the thing is, there is no one to really hold anything there. You cannot hold. Who is the one unplugging something? Who unplug? You don't know that. You see, it's a very beautiful feelings. You see, feeling. So once you know this mind, you become light. You see that this burden of living will go away. It can come back because the mind comes back. The mind is there always. And as long as you are aware of it, without its own assistance, because you cannot try to be aware of its own self. I don't say I am aware of myself because if I try to, I cannot be aware of myself. Again, the ego is taking place. The ego is very small. I never will choose to live through ego. Ego has always given me problems. The work of ego is to suffer. That's not what I am. What I am, I don't know. Just leave me what I am. Why to know? You want to know. Just see you don't know. You may think like you become a fool if you think like you don't know, but that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Anything you try to comprehend or understand out of what I say or words that a speaker is speaking can lead you to some kind of darkness if you try to understand. Because understanding is what? Logic. The meaning behind the words will always create corners in mind. This corner, this idea, this person, this image. You are never free. We are talking about freedom from the self, from you. You will come to this one day. One day you will have to come to this feeling. So you become lighter as you know the mind that it's not you, and there is no way you can prove it because there is no one to prove it and no one to say this. So my whole point is observe everything effortlessly without claiming that I am the one who is observing everything. If you claim that I am observing, you will create a problem. Another ego has taken place, or mind has taken place. That I am observing, and then you will start to create. That's how creation comes. Problems creation comes like this. I don't like this, I don't like that, this and that, this person, this. So it comes with this. And you don't have to touch the basic nature of what you are. You are what you are. You don't have to change yourself. But inside, you should be aware as you live. As you are living, you should be aware who is thinking, who is talking to you, so that you can live better. And there is no such thing as living better or worse. My whole meaning is it doesn't have a meaning. At least you can avoid the drama of so-called suffering, pain. Mind can feel everything. Mind has to feel the pain and suffering. But sometimes you see that, and not sometimes, all the time, if you are aware that it's the mind, the the person inside, but I'm not it. And I don't have any proof, but there is a feeling that I'm not it. It's enough. It's just natural acceptance that it is what it is. So you let yourself be the way you are. Thank you for watching.